Simzele sikumukele siyakuvusela nawo losanza kusivulela lo mhla ehlelweni nikusile breakfast show ngolesihlanu njalo ngabolesihlanu sihlale sikhulumisana ke nenkampani yahulumende lebutha umthelo yeSwatini Revenue Service naye lapha communications director wayo lenkampani Vusi Dlamini. Namhla sikhuluma kakhulu njengemthelo sikhuluma dona dinza bade customer service week. Siyakhuluma ukuthi customer service week iqale ngemsombuluko mhla ka4 kanti ke iyaphetha lamuhla isikhombisa ikujwa nje njalo ngeminyaka si commemorate kakhulu kade li customer njengoba sathi ukuthi the customer is always right. Sonokuva ke umlangeni lapha ukuthi ngabe bona ba ERS yini labayendile ukuzama ukujabulisa wona amakhasimende throughout the week. Good morning Nkosi Sibankulu ukuthi ube nathi lomuhla ngome singakangeni nje kuye customer week kuva nje lokho ukuthi siyahle ukuthi beningu Eswatini Revenue Authority ekephanyalo seni service ingabe vele mhlambe nisuka phi nje from being an authority to senyalo seni service.
Okay, sibonga sivusele nabo bonke babukele. I think it's a journey. It's been a journey when we started in 2011. Vele saqala we were Swaziland Revenue Authority and nasithatha over from the government. People would have known ukuthi ku tindzaba temthelo tindzaba lebetinga diwa kahle mhlawumbe ke labanenge vele bangadikhuthalela nekutikhuthalela. Actually baka IMF baze bandalenye study where they mentioned ukuthi kule study laba senda batfola ukuthi paying taxes in the country was something that was seen to be, it was seen as an optional thing. So bowenda na ukhona ukhanukile kanjalo na ungakakhanuki bowungakwendi now live ke ngeke lize lichubeke nangabe kusho ukuthi because live li rely emithelweni. Bese authority ke nasithatha vele nathi besithatha an institution vele lay authority. I think lokumcoka lo authority, the reality is that a tax administration will always be an authority. That is the truth because this is sebenzisa umthetho in the work that we do. Nasikala I remember a vision yethu that we had was we wanted to be from the very beginning, we wanted to be a credible and customer-centric revenue authority. So you can tell Gelapogutsi from the very beginning, aspiration yethu bekuvele kubuka ema bathel bethu njengama customer lo customer centricity bekabuka kakhulu kulolo hlangothi. So the journey that we then have moved from then to today was, yes, mainly because our mandate gubutsa umthelo, but it was to ensure ukuthi lokubhadala umthelo is not as painful as it has been, because we know in reality ukuthi kubhadala is not a nice thing, but our role has always been to try and reduce that pain so that when people are paying they pay with little pain, if I were to put it that way. So the journey has been that long, and I remember Nasikala, one of the key things that we did was if Emma office said now wabuga from a service perspective, I think Emma office best what from the government, they were not at the state that you would want your customers to probably see. I think now wabugema office at Fulamutla in all the service centers, all the border posts. We went on a journey to Guashinja so that abugege angema office where people would feel comfortable actually walking into. And I think we do pride ourselves today to have EMA service centers that are possibly at a state, let's believe for our customers. Okay. I think one key thing that we also did now from a service perspective when we started, I think I remember it was around 2012, 2013, we established a contact center because besithethe tin for umsebenzi besuthethe kahulumende lebesiwenda. Remember beguna customs, guna tax, and these were two different departments. So we established a call center so that anyone that would be needing EMA services as an as a taxpayer would be getting this under one roof, if I were to put it that way, through our call center. And then in line with that, because we also appreciated kwakutsi vele we sisebenza sisebenza emaborder kubongwenya sisebenza kubolavumisa sisebenza in different places, we needed to find a way to standardize the way we work so that the experience yakho as a customer engwenya ifanane nakalavumisa. We're still in that journey. We still have some problems, but we want to improve. So we then developed what we called standard operating procedures to ensure we would see my customers as they walk through different places athole i-experience lecishe ifanana, and in line with that saphinda senda now what we call customer service standards lapho besitibophelela khona as an organization ukuthi into le kanjena stand within isikhathi lesingaka, and we've seen some improvements even then. Ngabhekisa nje ukuthi one of the things that we undertook to do as an organization was the issue process our MR refunds for those people that are due MR refunds. VAT nayakhiwa lo mthetho we-VAT was specific ukuthi MR refunds must be processed within 60 days. So it means nangabe uju a refund as a business or as whosoever, we should repay you your refund within 60 days. That is what is in the law. But because we wanted to demonstrate our desire to be more service oriented, sayirujisa lesikhathi to 45 days. So my customer service standards ethu sathi nasiwakha sacommita ukuthi instead of 60 days we would love to refund you even within a shorter period of time, because we know if you are in business, it's the thing that you would need. Imali is one thing that you need to operate the business. So it's one of many things that we have. I've just listed a few things that we have done as a Sikala Mhlawumbe authority. But I'd say fast forward, today we are a service. We still work on improving the way we work. We are in a digitalization journey. One leg of it is to try and improve compliance, obviously. But the other part is that we would love paying taxes to be easier and easier for my taxpayers to introduce some platforms where people can make their payments wherever they are. They don't need to walk into our offices. Submission of returns, I think e-tax, when it comes to declaration of goods, as a Kuda world, these are some initiatives where we have demonstrated that we would love to provide more a service to our customers, our clients, than being authoritative.
Alright. So kulokuchaza kwakho Nkosi nguva kahle uyachazela ukuthi vele nenda konke lokusemandleni as i-service kuzama kwena siqiniseko ukuthi amakhasimende ajabulile njengoba sokuchazile nje ukuthi 19% tendile kuzama kujabulisa lona likhasimende. Niyawatfola vele mhlambe lawo ama-feedbacks lawo kuwo amakhasimende ukuthi no siyabonga ERS vele lokunisendele kahle, siyabonga ama-service center enu a-customer friendly, kukhona vele i-feedback lenhle nitholako noma mhlambe nangabe khona lembi niyazama kulungisa lapho khona amakhasimende akhala khona.
Thanks, that's very important. Yes, we do. We have got, maybe just to take it back a little bit also. Currently, we have what we call a net promoter system. The net promoter system is all about saying, when you have interacted with us, give us that feedback. Would you be a type of person that would be happy with that? Or if you are unhappy with that, so that when we can find a way to actually improve. Before we introduced the net promoter system, we did EMA surveys. I think early days in Sakala we used to do EMA customer perception surveys where we were checking ourselves. We would say, "Engabe vele sibatreata kanjani bantu." I remember when we first started the survey, must have been 2013, if not 15, I think 2013. Nasienda le survey yethu sathi nasithola ratings akhanza ukuthi basa rate abantu around 67.5%. We did it after another 2 years, it was 75%. Sawenda futhi the after another 2 years we got to about 80%. Now the feedback from what we were doing, we could see that there was an improvement, and people beba recommend ukuthi ngudip it in abafise ukuthi mhlawumbe sithi improve, and it's things that we have tried to work on and improve. We are not perfect, that is for sure, but we always want to see things from the client perspective. And the net promoter that I talked about earlier, it's even easier, Yona, because it is giving us feedback on a regular basis. So if you go into our systems, we are able to see on a daily basis bandwidth interact nabo basirate kanjani, because immediately by interact nathi, let's say through the border, they will get a message to say sicela basirate, then we get that into our system. We're able to tell. We've seen an improvement as well on that, and we are very happy that people are rating us the way they are, and we encourage ukuthi baqhubeke basinike feedback so that we can improve and make paying taxes a bit easier for them.
All right. So sinibonile nani ngosiningi ERS ukuthi you did commemorate this week a customer service week. Ingabe mhlambe kukhona indlela kwendela amakhasimende throughout this week as a commemoration yelifike labo yini lenyendile nje just to show ukuthi as ERS we care.
I think just like other organizations, we have the way we normally do it. We normally would want this to be driven by staff. It's not really coming from top where management is saying do this and this and that. There's people that are working in the different service centers at the borders where a team that will sit around the table and agree certain activities that they will do to encourage or to commemorate this service. Lama activities vele drive wangibo more than goods drive at the top. And if you have visited our service centers this week, I think if you do today, you will find that the environment itself is one that is more welcoming, and promotional materials obviously that will be issuing to people that are walking through our service centers in different forms. And this is one way where we try to make it even more comfortable to be in our service centers and all our touch points basically. But I think logunye that I would want to just highlight, as we move from authority to service, I think if you look at our logo, we have always tried to explain what it means. I think if we buga, you will note that it has got stars. These stars about, when we developed it, we were thinking about the fact that we would really want to provide on a regular basis a 5-star service. So it's in our aspiration. It is in our logo that tells you there is that commitment as an organization, because this is Lupaulo Lestaubanalo for years and years, so we would want to do everything in that way. Then there's that model Moon who is in that logo, Levela, just before the name ERS. Now the letters ERS, for us, that is also to try and demonstrate that we see our taxpayers or our clients first before we see ourselves. So I think that's why we then also said the ministry, when they introduced debt relief, it's one way, because remember, that debt relief program was another way of trying to demonstrate how, as an organization, we would want to make it easier for our clients to pay their taxes in a more practical way. And I think Ugo Wangbutinza by feedback, and that is one thing that we have received from those that have accessed the program. It's one program that they've been very, very happy about to have been introduced, because it has made their lives much easier, and that's why people have used it.
Okay. Mhlawumbe kokugcina nje Nkosi, kuba khona yini lokho kucicudelo namakhuthatha staff senu ukuthi sichubeke sinikete ama-customer leyo 5-star service ngaphandle nje kwe-customer service week, ukuthi sichubeke sibaphathe kahle, sibachazele kahle mabe sithi ngaLusido?
Yes, definitely. And that's why I said earlier on, we have got the net promoter system, and this is where because we are saying, now a border, you have accessed the service through us, you have interacted with us, we expect that staff set sigu treat in a certain way, in a good way, and then that they will then be expecting that we should be giving us feedback. So obviously they wouldn't want bad feedback. That's why then they would have to behave in a way that is expected in line with our standards, so that we continue to be rated as one of the entities that are providing good service, which we have seen in the past. We have actually won a few awards as an organization, NAGU International Customer Service Week, as one of the entities that are providing good service.
Alright, hayi Nkosi namhla asiyiteki nje indaba yokubhadala kwemithelo kepha-ke mhlawumbe nabe khona labafuna ukubuta abantu okuchumana nani kanjani?
Inombolo tethu i-contact center yethu is 24064050. Bangasithinza futhi sesikhona na WhatsApp ku 76063735. We are available on Facebook. This is one way in which we try to interact with our customers, and they can get us there, and we should be able to assist them. Even our contact center gune email address info@ers.org.za.
Alright, thank you so much Nkosi. Sibonga kakhulu ukuthi ube nathi lamuhla bese sixoxisana naye. Futhi Dlamini lo Communications Director Eswatini Revenue Service. Sibuka kakhulu nje i-Customer Service Week licale on Monday mhla ka 4 October. Iyaphetha ke lamuhla mhla ka 7 October. Uvetile umlanga